Dumbbell offset surfer squat is one of my favorite front-loaded unilateral lower body moves. And it is because it's kind of a combination between our traditional squat position and a lunge, where you've got a little bit of instability and a slightly offset load that's going to allow us to focus on one side more than the other, but you're still stable enough that you can handle quite a bit of weight here too. All right, so as far as our setup goes, making sure arm is engaged, so we're not just resting that dumbbell here. I'm bringing that elbow up the entire time, so I'm firing up the shoulder on this side. And then as far as our feet go, I always find easy, start with the normal squat stance and just take a small step back, all right? You should end up having somewhat of like a 45-degree step back compared to that front leg. And then our cue here, we wanna make sure we're sitting the hips back to that front side, all right? Because what we don't wanna do is we don't wanna sit the weight back here and place more in the back leg. Think like 70-30. Hands out in front, sit the butt back and slightly out towards that front side. And if we're doing it right, if you're looking from the side angle, it should almost end up looking like a really nice squat or even a lunge on the front leg, where we're getting that front knee somewhere down around 90 degrees and right back up. And that's one of the other reasons I like this exercise, is that some people, if they struggle, even with the weight in front, to get good depth in their squat, maybe it's either because of some tightness in the hips or maybe in the ankles, that oftentimes this surfer squat position allows them to really focus on that leg and drop down a little bit lower, so you're gonna get a little bit more glute action. And speaking of the glute action too, that's the one thing I like, having that weight on one side. We could definitely load it up down here and still get the same effect. You get a little bit more shoulders up top, but having that weight on one side of the body, plenty of research showing that that's gonna get a little bit more glute activity on that front leg.